What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Game Week 29 Blank Game Week 29 team selection stream. We are going to be looking into obviously your teams, your current questions. We'll talk about free hit as well for those of you who are free hitting. Actually, I'll be interested to know if anyone is playing their free hit this week. So we will create a poll for that to see where everyone kind of is. Free hit or taking a hit. This are you? Wait, let me. Okay, are you playing the free hit chip? I want to see where people are. So we'll start that, and we'll see obviously what the poll is like. So welcome, Tiger. Welcome. How are you doing? All right, game week is still going. I'm on a tiny red arrow at this moment. I think I'm like 5 points behind with the tiny red arrow. Bowen and Isak still to go. Robinson over Mikolenko, like playing Mikolenko over Robinson, I think ended up as a good opportunity, good situation because Robinson obviously got nothing. But then if Isak obviously doesn't play at all, then that kind of defeats the purpose. So we'll have to wait and see. Bowen and Isak, 2 players to go. Hopefully they can slightly push me towards the green arrow. I don't know. We'll have to see how they perform. Chris Wood unfortunately didn't. He had one chance late at the end of the game just before he got subbed out. Unfortunately, he couldn't put it away. So that's kind of it that he had from that game. But I wasn't expecting much from him from that game. It was mainly the Ipswich game that I was kind of like waiting to see what's gonna happen. So currently, my plans for team. What happened? Okay, hold on. I got logged out. So let's try and fix it. So I'm going to just show you guys what my plans are for my team because I'm definitely going to have to take a hit. But the question is, do I like? Let's refresh this page. Do I take a -4 or do I take a -8 as well if I wanted to? But I don't know if I want to take a -8 to be honest. Might not necessarily be worth it. Now, there are a few ways I can navigate this hit as well that I should add. Currently, this is how the team would look like. Chris Wood would have the armband, and the players who would need to leave are like Endai, obviously, and maybe Lewis Hall or Trent. And this is where the decision making comes into play, not only for this week, but also what happens in Game Week 30, because I'll most likely be wildcarding in Game Week 31. Andy, how are you doing? Just hit the like button. Thank you very much. Joseph says morning, Andy and Ryan, Tiger, and the gang. Morning to you as well. So basically, like I was saying, for those of you just attending, we're on a tiny red arrow, but with Bowen and Isak to go, so we'll see what happens with regards to that. And I'm talking about like Game Week 29. In terms of what my team is at the moment, I think, well, a -4 is definitely happening. The question is, do I want to do a -8 if I thought Chris Wood was not a good captaincy option this week? Now, this is potentially what I could do for this week. So what happened in here? Oh, no, this is a free hit draft. This is what I could do for this week. So basically what I've done is I've sold Endai and got Evan Nelson in. And I have 2 options. I can sell Lewis Hall and get Mazraoui in for the Leicester game because Leicester haven't scored in 6 or 7 Premier League games now. And they've scored in like some cup competitions, but they haven't scored in like the Premier League so far. So I could sell Lewis Hall, who is out for the season, get Mazraoui in, and have a player for like Game Week 30 as well. Although 30 they have Forrest, and 30 they also have Patrick Dogu, who would be back. So you expect probably Patrick Dogu to start on left wing back. The question is whether it will be Mazraoui at right wing back or whether it will be Dalot at right wing back. That's the only slight problem on that one. So Mazraoui could be a slight issue when it comes to that. Or I could, and so if I go, like if I sold Lewis Hall, right? If I go to Game Week 30, the team would look something like this. I would end up probably benching Chris Wood. I don't know if I would want to do that. I ideally would like to start Chris Wood, but like Which midfielder am I realistically going to be benching? Embuemo maybe over Chris Wood? But like, you guys kind of see the point, right? Maybe Palmer, but Palmer's at home against Spurs. Maybe I'd want to just keep Palmer. So yeah, anyways, that's a benching dilemma. But the defense would look something like this. Now, obviously, Palace have a really good fixture in game week 30 with Munoz as a really good option. Now, the only problem with this is if I was to try and even get Munoz, and let's say I wanted Munoz and like even Ismail Sarr against Southampton, or if I just wanted maybe Ismail Sarr, I could do that actually because instead of taking a hit just before wildcard. Say I wanted just like if I wanted Ismail Sarr, then obviously Ismail Sarr could come in for Embuemo, which is fine. And then I don't have to worry about my defense. It's fine. Mazraoui maybe not the best of fixtures against Forest, to be honest. So that's kind of why I had Embuemo starting over Chris Wood, like trying to not hedge. But let's say if I wanted another defender in here, who would be the other defenders that came to mind? I've been thinking about Kirkes as an option. So now obviously Kirkes is way more expensive than the 4.3 I have. And in that specific situation, obviously Lewis Hall will remain in my team. And it would be Trent who leaves out instead of Lewis Hall. And then Trent will leave next week if I need to go on the wild card. So Trent would leave and I can get Kirkes in. Now, obviously, Kirkes has Brentford in 29. And in that week, we're not expecting. Are we expecting Bournemouth to keep a clean sheet against Brentford? It's possible. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely possible, especially at home. And then game week 29 they have game week 30 they have Ipswich, which is an amazing fixture for Kirkes. But then I'll have to definitely do a defensive transfer. In game week 30, and then this is where I have enough budget to go and get Munoz, but obviously I won't be able to get like a Ismail Sarr if I wanted to try and target the Southampton fixture. And maybe you'd prefer like an attacker over a defender, right? In most cases. Although like the midfield I have is not too bad as well. Like Embuemo might be the one if I wanted to remove anyone for Ismail Sarr for that specific week. But then I won't get Munoz. So I don't know. This is kind of where I'm at. I'm unsure on what defender I want to get. So I'm open to ideas from you guys, obviously, in terms of what defenders to try and look and get. And obviously the minus, like the -8. Now this is a -4, right? If I wanted -8 on top of that, that's basically a pure luxury move of removing Palmer to get Haaland in. Not to get Haaland, to get Bruno Fernandes in and captain Bruno Fernandes. Although I don't know. This is if I'm not confident on Chris Wood captaincy. And I know we're speaking on the Discord. Nick said probably not. Because if I was to do that -8, I can just get Haaland in as well instead of Evan Nilsson. But that means requiring getting Isak out, which is probably not great as well. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of slightly all over the place. Let's read the chat. Chad, how are you doing, Chad? Andy says Palmer's price will drop. He's been sold in the mass. Yes, I'm not surprised he's been sold in the mass as well. Especially, I think a lot of people will go and get Bruno Fernandes in and try and get Haaland in as well with that money. Walking back from the shops, so just listening at the moment. Depending on Isak, I might swap in for Evan Nilsson and do Hall to either Inuri, Kirkes, or even Kuzunov at City. Fair enough. Not looking at Haaland or Bruno, says Com. Okay, fair points. Tin, how are you doing? Joseph says, I'm snookered getting Haaland in without taking a hit, and I don't take hits as a rule. I will probably stick it out. Fair enough. Oh, you mean you can't get Haaland in without taking a hit? Fair points. Chaza, Charlie Roberts, Yeehaw, Chatbox, welcome, Chaza. How are you doing? Kirkes is the most likely to get something out of all the Bournemouth defenders. Yes, I would agree with that. Forest defenders share points, assist goals. Williams is due 4.4. Williams is also not a bad shout for Forest defense. But I already have cells, and I don't know if I want to double up on Forest defense, and especially given that Man United in game week 30. So I kind of want, like a defender I want him to be good for both 29 and 30. Now I can get Ent Nouri, who's good for 29, but 30 he has West Ham. And Wolves are probably not keeping a clean sheet against West Ham. Let's be honest here. So that is kind of where I'm like thinking, okay, so Nuri not too bad. I mean, he was playing like a number 10 slash inverted winger at some parts of that Wolves game, but gaming 30 is not the best situation unless I'm overcomplicating it and like maybe I should just go and get Nuri. Turk is obviously probably the most likely to get some attack in return. And what a cross. I was watching that cross, like, that is an amazing cross. Him and was it Iwobi who put in the cross for Raul Jimenez? Both crosses, spectacular. Um, so yeah, I guess it all depends on who do I trust as captaincy. Like Chris Wood against Ipswich should be a decent option. Do I trust it enough? Or do I go Bruno? But I just, at this moment, I prefer to not have United, even though Bruno is doing well. Or am I just overcomplicating it? Maybe should I just go and get Mazraoui instead for Lewis Hall? Because Lewis Hall's price is also most likely going to drop, right? And every time it drops, I also lose value, selling value, which affects what my wildcard will eventually be like. Bruno looks like he's going to rise as well. Palmer obviously looks like a fall, but not yet. So yeah, Lewis Hall doesn't seem like he's falling at the moment, so that's good in one way. But I want to wait till the European games are done because anything can have midweek Europe and some players get injured and whatnot, and then I'm kind of screwed. So I don't want to risk anything. So I'll wait till European games are done and then see what I do. But I kind of need to know at least what defender I want to get. Whether it's a Mazraoui, which I don't mind. He played really well, had a good chance to score a goal as well. Honestly, I don't really mind Mazraoui. I think he's pretty decent. And Leicester haven't scored, obviously. Kirkes, although you kind of want, if you have Brentford attack, you want Brentford attack to also score, right? So kind of puts me off Kirkes just for that specific situation. And then I guess the other option is Nuri because I have Forest goalkeeper in cells. So because of that, I'm not looking at Forest defense. If I didn't have cells, I would have looked at Forest defender. Those are like my fullback dilemmas. Now, again, I could just like keep Trent, get rid of Lewis Hall for Mazraoui, and die for what do you call Evan Nilsson, and not have to worry because Trent is not a bad defender to have in Game 30 against Everton. Might not be the best of fixtures, like for Trent or even like for example, who else here? Might not be the best of fixtures for Trent or even Mazraoui, for example. But would anyone be surprised with a 0-0 in the United Forest game? Maybe, yeah, because United don't necessarily clean sheets against some good teams. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of not exactly sure what I'd want to do. Nick, welcome. How are you doing? What would be the best defender to get on a 1 or 2 week punt? This is exactly the same thing that I'm also thinking. I've got 7.1 to spend on a defender. Yeah, so my defenders that I've rounded it up to is obviously Turkes. I put Mazraoui as there as well, but I'm a bit slightly concerned about Mazraoui in Game Week 30 because I don't know whether it's Dalot on the right side or Mazraoui on the right side when Dogu is back from suspension. And then there's obviously Ant Nuri as well, but Game Week 30 not the best fixture as well for Ant Nuri. Each and every one of them have a slight dodgy one game week fixture where we're not sure of clean sheets. Munoz is a must after 29, so it's a 1 week punt almost. The thing is, to get Munoz in, right? I can get Munoz in, obviously, but then I won't get a Palace attacker in. So then I decide whether, like, do I want a Palace attacker in Game Week 30 over a Palace defender in Game Week 30? And I probably want a Palace attacker, right? Or a Palace defender if I have only one free transfer to spend. I don't really want to take a hit or a defender as well on top of that because I'm going to be wildcarding in game week 31. I'll have Munoz anyways by 31. I sent you my team. Unlucky last night. Yeah, Tiger. I thought he was going to score 7-1. I wasn't too shocked that it was a draw. I thought United should have won actually. They did really well. But unfortunately, we don't have a striker who can score goals. So it is what it is. I thought Rhea was amazing. Obviously, there was a small mistake for the goal, but yeah, I thought he made some amazing saves. All right, this is Tiger's team. Let me know if you guys want me to bring your teams up as well. This is Tiger's team, and I've got a free hit draft that I made. We can talk about that as well, but I'll be making a video of a free hit draft as well. Unlucky. Hello, Nick still riding high in the Chatbox league. Yes, Nick is doing pretty decently. Yeah, I've got Isaac and Bowen left this week. Still green arrow, so I'm set up. Same as me, Isaac and Bowen to go on a very small rate. That's exactly where I'm at, Joseph. Only a couple of hundred places. I'm 48 in the league. Black Sheep. I have 2 free transfers looking at selling Watkins and Mikalenko, possibly bringing Wood and Mazraoui. That's also not too bad. Munoz is a Palace attacker in defense. That is a good point. Yes, he's also like Nuri, like plays like insanely highly attacking. As above, very small red, but Bowen and Isaac to go should be a green of some kind out red. Exactly where all of us are at. Get Munoz as he's both attacking and defensive. Yep. So then if I'm going to get Munoz in, right? If that's going to be the case, then I might as well just get rid of Trent, right? And get like Kirkes or something for this week. So then I have like him for Ipswich as well, Kirkes. Imagine Kirkes and Munoz in your defensive lineup for game week 30. Verb. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, maybe I might actually do that. Let me load Chad's team up as well. We got Tiger's team on screen right now, but let me load Chad's team up as well. Obviously, Nick, who is here, is on 8th. 8th! The top 3 haven't switched for some time. Matthew, Mira, Justin, Sujan, Nick, Aliu, Kaden, line up the top 10. Brett, not too bad. FPL Shake and Bake as well. Joseph just behind. Alright, let me Chad. Here we go. Alright, so let's first look at Tiger's team. Tiger had 2 free transfers. And how much in the bank you said? 4.6 in the bank. Damn. Okay, Joe Pedro has been doing well for Tiger. I'll tell you that. Weinheck as well, getting a goal. Tiger is enjoying his attacking returns from his Brighton players. I would get rid of Jacob Murphy. Now, this is where it gets interesting. How much value do you have on what's your sell price, Tiger, on Isak? I kind of want to know what your sell price on Isak. Jacob Murphy has got to go. You can pick who you want to bring in. There are plenty of midfield options. And maybe Lewis Hall can go for one of the defenders that we've been discussing, like Ant Nuri or Kirk is already. Maybe Mazraoui if you wanted 4.3. It should give you a bit more money as well for a Jacob Murphy replacement. I'm loving Joe Pedro. Yep, indeed. So yeah, depends on which midfielder you would be interested to buy. There are quite a few midfielders. And then obviously Chad. Chad is having an amazing week. 76. Oh, Cucurella. When did you buy Cucurella? Have you been watching the videos? I suggested Cucurella last week as well. Oh, he's got 30 points from Cucurella in 2 game weeks. Look at that. Oh my days. 30 points from Cucurella in 2 weeks. What a transfer. Probably one of Chad's best transfers this season. Flecken, Cucurella, Trent, Kirkes, Semenyo, Palmer, Salah, Bruno, Visa, Watkins, Isak. So you've got... Looking at saying Watkins and Mikalenko, possibly bringing Wood and Mazraoui. Yeah, I think Watkins to Chris Wood is not a bad idea. And Mikalenko. You'll play a 3-4-3. You'll be benching Trent. You'll be benching Isak, and Salah. And you'll be starting Robinson, Waneri, and Mikalenko. Robinson has Spurs. Mikalenko has West Ham. Waneri has Chelsea. Yeah, Mikalenko. To who were you looking at? Mazraoui. Yeah, I think Mikalenko to Mazraoui is also not too bad. Looking at your team. Punt picks Hill, Kirkes, Williams. Defense is in defense. Hill, I'll be a bit careful with Hill. I know he played center back, by the way. Zaban is back this week. So we might need to keep an eye out for Hill. He might not necessarily start because Lewis Cook played right back because Christie is back as well. So keep an eye out for Hill. Might not be the best option. Kirkes and Williams, yes. Murillo is also not too bad, I should mention, because Murillo takes set pieces for Forest. So he's also not a bad option if you want to punt. Enzo, Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, Hudson-Odoi for Hudson-Odoi. I'll add Elanga as well in punt picks for Forest to fit Haaland in. Yeah, fair enough. Lavin Joe Pedro 9.4 on Isak. Okay, that's the same as me. No. What's your sell price? Like if you were to go to the transfers page, right? Now, obviously, Isak is right now 9.4. But like for me, like if I go transfers page, I see Isak as 9.1. So do you see 9.1 as well? I think you probably see 9.1. Or do you see 9.4? That's what I want to know. Murphy for Elanga maybe. Yeah, actually Tiger, you can go Elanga as well. Tiger could also potentially go Bruno Fernandes if he wanted to. He could. Who else can he go? He's got Bruno. He can go for. Actually, I got some midfielders up here. You guys can have a look. Some midfield data. Anyone who pops up? Nothing really. Yeah, could actually go Elanga if you wanted to, or even Hudson-Odoi. Pedro lets you down when you rely on him, but surprises you with returns when you least expect. Yep. I can't explain this well, but if I fit Pedro was your number 8 from random first team FPL players, bench or drop, Pedro is a sub king. Yep, I understand what you're trying to say. To come off the bench is probably the best option to have. But he was not playing before this. Now he's got his place back in the team and he's scoring goals. At least I didn't pick Palmer, thank God. Tiger won't drop the Palmer propaganda. It's not even propaganda at this point, but I don't know what to say. Would it be worth sacrificing Isak to play a 3-4-3 or Hall to play a 4-4-2? Hall to play a 4-4-2. The 3-4-3s, who are you bringing in? And also, like, this is kind of where I'm slightly, I would like to get rid of Isak as well, but like that's like I lose 0.3 in value. 0.3, 9.4, 9.2, 9.3, 9 point, yeah, 0.3. I think I lose 0.3, maybe 0.2. 0.2 losing, I don't too bad. But the thing is, I don't even know. I haven't played my wildcards. I have no idea how much budget I'll need. That's kind of the thing that's frightening me and stopping me from removing Isak. We'll see whether Isak plays. If Isak doesn't play today, he's gonna fall in price before the end of the game week, and he'll definitely then I'll consider selling as well. Karan, how are you doing? Muhin, welcome as well. Heal for 1 week only, and it's a risk. Yeah, that's the thing. It's only a 1 week punt though. Karan says, hey Ryan, and Muhin says, hello brother. How are you both doing? Welcome. Muntasi is a serious consideration as well if he's fit. Why did he get subbed? Was he an injury? I was wondering why. I never looked into it. Was the Southampton playing seriously attacking for 5 minutes? Yeah, that's true. Some suggestions for my team will be of help. Yes, let me know where you are in the mini league and I will bring it up. My cheapest sale price is Munoz admin, but with price drops that might change. Watch that guy for team value. Fair enough. 24th in the league, already taken a -4. Trent, Palmer, Cunha, Colville out, Guardiola, Nuri, Semenyo, Haaland in 0.0 in the bank, starting 4-4-2. Let's have a look. Greaves, Salah, Isak on the bench. Fair enough. All right, let's have a look. 28, you said? 24, 28? 24. Here we go. All right, this is current Steam. Cells, Trent, Gabriel, Colwell, Alanga, Salah, Embuemo, Clivert, Palmer, Wood, Isak, Klenga, Kunya, and Greaves. So you were doing Trent, Palmer, Kunya, Colwell out. 4 transfers out with a -4. Guardiola, Nuri, Semenyo, and Haaland in. Guardiola for Trent, Nuri for Colwell, Semenyo for Palmer, and Haaland for Kunya. You'll have Haaland and Wood up front, a midfield 5, double Bournemouth attack, fair enough. Nuri, Gabriel, and Guardiola. The Guardiola pick, I don't know if City are going to keep a clean sheet against Brighton, to be honest. I'm okay with the Guardiola pick. I'm not too high on the Guardiola pick. Is what I would add. It's okay. I don't mind the Guardiola pick. I think there is some level of upside because of how attacking he is. But I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet against Brighton. But the rest I don't mind as well. Like the rest. Fine. 4-4-2. Yeah, 4-4-2 makes sense as well. Even what 4-4-2? Oh, Salah's on the bench. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Yep, fair enough. Looks good, Karan. I like it. Except for the Guardiola, I'm 50-50 on Guardiola. I'm not too sold on Guardiola. I'll be getting rid of Robinson in my Game Week 31 wildcard. Same. Rumors are that he's playing through a knee injury with injection and. Was that why he was also like rested 1 week for the FA Cup? Maybe. I'm so stuck with my team. If I buy Enzo, Hill, Hall for Munoz, Palmer, and Bisa, I don't know if I would sell Palmer and Bisa and get Enzo, Hill, and Hall, Andy. I don't think that's worth it. Wait, Enzo, Hill, and Hall? Why Hall? Why Lewis Hall? Or is this some other Hall? I can buy Munoz back for Mikalenko. What do you think? I probably wouldn't do that, Andy. Oh, no, Haaland. If I buy Enzo, Hill, and Haaland. I don't know if I'd want to sell Palmer and Visa for Enzo, Hill, and Haaland compared to Munoz, Palmer, and Visa, and then obviously buy. How much value are you losing on Munoz? I guess not too much on Munoz, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of not worth it. Mintesi failed something in his leg. Took him off as precaution. That makes sense. 14 Disco Potato. Okay, not sure about chips. You also can't plan anything at the moment. Fair enough. Okay, let me load your team up as well. Look at all the high rollers in the ranks. All here. 69 points. Henderson and Munoz. Look at that. Trent, Gabriel, Salah, Clivert, Membuema, Palmer, Isak, Watkins, and Wood. You have Agbado as well. So you'll be benching Salah, Isak, Munoz, and Henderson. Probably selling Trent and Watkins. You're looking to sell. Muhin, how many free transfers do you have? Haaland captain 29 over Salah. Loads of games for him. Hard game Champions League. Haaland captain 29. Oh yeah, Haaland captain 20. Yeah. That if you buy Haaland, you're probably captaining him in 29, and you're most likely also putting the armband on him in Game Week 30 as well, right? Surely you're putting the armband on him in Game Week 30 as well, because he's got Leicester. You'll have to go against Salah, who has Everton, but yeah. Guardiola and Haaland are to defend against free hit 29. Fair enough. I did make a free hit draft, and in my free hit draft, I didn't have Guardiola. Sorry, this is the free hit draft I came up with. I was unsure on what I wanted in the defense for some reason. This is the midfield I had. But this midfield also could change like with various other players. Like, who was I thinking? I was just thinking of someone. Bournemouth, obviously I put Clivert. You can have Semenyo as well if you wanted to. Brentford, we got Mbeumo. I don't have any Brighton or Chelsea players or Arsenal players because of the tough fixture. Everton also, we don't have anyone from there. Um, Fulham, we don't have anyone. Ipswich, we don't have anyone. Leicester, no one. City, we have Haaland in there. And United, we have Bruno and Mazraoui. Forest, we have Chris Wood and Sels in goal. We don't have Spurs. We have West Ham, Bowen, and no Wolves. We have Nuri, Ain't Nuri. This is kind of what I came the starting 11 for free hit. And then I told FPL Review to put a free hit as well with my budget. This is what FPL Review came up with. And I saw triple Arsenal midfield. I was like, FPL Review, you're just drunk. Like, what? Triple Arsenal midfield? And then I realized, okay, it's a 4-4-2 formation. Oh, sorry, it's a 4-3-3 formation. 3-4-3 formation. Where you have Bruno, Trossard, Odegaard, and Kluivert starting. Haaland, Wood, and probably Beto starting. With Guardiola, Entnuri, I don't even know, like Mazraoui maybe? Ena? This is a very odd team for FPL Review to build, like, for a free hit. Definitely not an, I don't know, but like, this is what FPL Review came up with it. I was like, I don't really look and I don't even like it, the one that's put here. 4 free transfers for Muhin, fair enough. Not Haaland, yes, only need a week, fair enough. Seth Palmer, who for me, I don't know, it feels like a luxury to sell Palmer. Maybe I could, and bringing Bruno and captain him, but it depends on how confident I feel on Chris Wood. Let's see what happens to United in the Europa League as well. That also is very important before I do anything. Doing a 4 transfers, 3 free transfers, and taking a -4. Should I buy Haaland and sell Palmer? Wait, doing 4 transfers, 3 and taking a -4. Should I buy Haaland and sell Palmer? Got 2 Forest players, Bowen, and put in Jose Sa. Is it worth it? Ice Cold Jones, welcome. Jose Sa, you mean like in goal? Did you buy a goalkeeper or you haven't bought a goalkeeper yet? I bench Enzo and Hill 15th subs week after. Fair enough. Sorry, more cap Haaland 30. You might get away with not having Haaland in 30, but there's no clear cap in. Yeah, but there's no clear cap in 29, right? And because there's no clear cap in 29, not all the caps are going to be like high ownership caps as well. Everyone's going to be if anything, Chris Wood is going to be the highest captain player this week. What do you think of Marmoush for Isak? I don't know. Marmoush for Isak, if you're looking to sell, do you need another forward? I don't know. Would I do Marmoush for Isak? I'd rather do Murphy. Depends on whether Isak plays, first of all. If Isak doesn't play today, he's also getting mass-sold. I'm telling you guys now. People get worried with the cup final and his fitness and all, and they'll start selling. So we had to wait and see. Marmoush for Isak, it could be a decent option depending on whether Isak features. If Isak features this week, then people might not be willing to sell Isak, and I wouldn't recommend as well because of you'll need him again, game week 30. A lot of value tied in Isak and Salah. They're the reason keeps for me. Hence 4-4-2. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of that. Even that's why I'm not selling Salah, and I would not advise anyone to sell Salah unless they're playing a free hit, because the amount of value you have stored on Salah must be. I have 0.6 million on Salah. He's 30.2, sir. It's like huge. If I sell Salah accidentally, I can't even buy him back. I don't have the money to do it. I'll have to like sacrifice so many parts to even get him back in. So I'm not selling Salah, no. He's so expensive. Getting Enzo for a weak punt is dirt cheap at 4. If you get it, would you get Enzo though? 4.7. Are there any other midfielders that we could look at that's like that cheap? Surely there is someone else better. No, there isn't this there. 1 year, maybe not. No. Okay, fair enough. I see what you want. Yeah, I guess Enzo at that price probably. If you can stretch it to Muntesi, then obviously Muntesi. I laughed out so loud walking on the street when he said review. I know, I looked at review saying triple Arsenal midfielder and I was like, review, you're drunk. Because clearly it's against, I know Chelsea haven't been the best, but that's a tough fixture. How can you suggest Okay, mine is the free model. Maybe the free model doesn't give you the best points prediction, but yeah. Still 3.9 for a week, Enzo for a week, just for cover, 11 in 29, Haaland the week after, or -8 this week. I don't know if I would do a -8. Enzo will return more than Palmer next week. How is Palmer getting so much slander? Palmer, I blame yourself for not scoring that penalty. And the only scenario when triple Arsenal midfield is acceptable is in FPL draft. I mean, with 15 of my mates, fair enough. There's no other excuse here. What do you think of getting Bruno in for Murphy? I don't mind Bruno for Murphy, Tiger. I think it's a pretty good option. I haven't bought a goalkeeper yet. I have Henderson. But would the goalkeeper be for a hit? Ice Cold Jones. Can you get Haaland in without doing the goalkeeper transfer? If you didn't do the goalkeeper transfer, right, and kept Henderson, for example, can you still get Haaland in? Is the question. Henderson go together very well. Covers you for blanks in goal for cheaper than a 5 goalkeeper and an unplaying 3.9 goalkeeper. I haven't looked. Oh, what is this for the free hit, or are you talking about for just going forward? Few content creators are looking to sell Salah. Oh, of course. I mean, I'll tell you this: a lot of content some content creators wouldn't. They'll just do what FPL Review tells them to do. And here, FPL Review has Haaland in its free hit draft. People out of fear will just get Haaland. If FPL Review tells you get Haaland, I don't even know what FPL Review tells me to do for my team. Let's say I didn't put free hit, right? And I did transfer solver. Solve game week 29 to game week 31. Do I want it to solve 29 31? No, I wanted to solve 29 to 30 instead because I'm wildcarding 31. So let's close that again. Let's say we are wildcarding in game week 31 and transfer solve to 29 to 30. Here we go. Free version, by the way, so it's not going to be accurate. It tells me to sell Salah and Isak to get Trossard and Haaland. And you wonder why people. This is exactly why few content creators are looking to sell Salah, Andy. No, because they are thinking of selling it. It's because FPL Review is selling them to do it. And need a 3.9 defender for a week early and a 4.7 for this week early. Don't need them after this week. Fair enough. Honestly, Palmer's confidence gone a bit. He's not enjoying playing at the moment. That could be the case. Yes, I would agree with that. I can get Haaland without the goalkeeper transfer. Okay, if you can get Haaland without the goalkeeper transfer, then I'm wondering whether you need to do a goalkeeper transfer for a hit. It's because then it's basically a goalkeeper transfer for a hit, right? And then you go. So the goalkeeper has to keep a clean sheet. And if they keep a clean sheet, you're looking at like 6 points. You miss out on what? 2 points? Maybe they keep a save. You miss out on 3 points, maybe. But then would you be selling Henderson or would you be selling another keeper? If you're selling Henderson and you want him back again there for like game week 30, then it's probably not worth it to get rid of the keeper. Just play with 10. In that situation, I would just play with 10. Honestly, I would just play with 10. Go with the Haaland route or simple Palmer to Bruno route? This is $1 million question. What does the Haaland route even like? What's the moves required to even get Haaland? Going forward with goalkeepers, I haven't looked into that. I haven't even thought about it. Cresswell 3.9 million. Yeah, that could also be a punt. Not too bad actually. Wildcard this if you have wildcard. I have wildcard. Oh, you mean you want to put a wildcard and see? If you play nailed. Full game for the last 2 matches. Yeah. I mean, if he plays this week as well, he's not a bad shot as well. In terms of defense, though, sorry, what is this? Team attack. This is team attack. Obviously, Crystal Palace up here, Brighton, Liverpool. This is last 4 game weeks sorted by minutes, so it doesn't matter whether the double game week was there or not. Brighton, obviously, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Spurs. Spurs for attack, yep, fair enough. At the bottom, you've got the likes of Ipswich, West Ham, Man United, Forest, Southampton, and Leicester. Which is why I don't mind having Mazraoui in for this week. Because Leicester here bottom in terms of attack. Team defense, on the other hand, Liverpool on top, Brighton second for defense. Now, I didn't know Brighton was second for defense. But they are second for defense now. This is why I'm like, it's not going to be the easiest of games for City this week, honestly. Palace, Arsenal, City, and Brentford. Interesting. Brentford are so high up in the last 4 game weeks. West Ham are also there. This does not look good for my Bournemouth players this week, but anyways, we'll see. At the bottom, you got Forest, I think have improved. I don't know if this includes this game week because it's still going on. Not sure. United, Newcastle, Ipswich, Aston Villa, and Southampton. I think it does. Yeah. You guys wanted to look at defenders? I looked at defenders. It's all full of Palace players because I don't have a minutes. I should probably have a minutes per XGI field, but I don't. And I've sorted by XGI. Because of that, all the Palace players come on top because of the double game week. But the only player who didn't have a double, Cresswell, up there. Interesting. So this is where Combe is mentioning about Cresswell. Not too bad. Paro, Kukurea, Robertson, Lucadine, Dalot, and Dillit as well. I have no idea how Greaves is here, but he is here. And Nuri as well. And then Mazra is there as well. In terms of chances created, though, Paro, Trent, Robertson, Guardiola. Trying to pick a defender this week is not the easiest. Keeping Henderson, just have Fabianski. Yeah, so. Oh, so you would sell Fabianski to make the goalkeeper transfer then? Is that the case? If you're selling Fabianski to make the goalkeeper transfer and still keep it Henderson? Then maybe it might be okay. Because you'll be getting maybe at least 2 or 3 points more if they keep a clean sheet. Then I don't mind. If you're selling Henderson and then you want to get Henderson, like Henderson has a good game week 30 fixture. Then I'm like, a bit more slightly against it. Okay, have I looked at people's teams that was supposed to be looked? Obviously, Karan, Tishka Potato, we are still kind of discussing Muhin. Muhin mentioned 4 free transfers. Sorry, Muhin, I forgot about that. Muhin mentioned 4 free transfers. So Muhin has obviously Watkins and Trent probably leave Muhin for you. The question is, who are you looking to go and get in, Muhin? Like, which forwards are you looking at? Because you already have Chris Wood. So you have a plethora of forwards you can go for. Trent also probably leaves because you'd want Munoz, Salah, and if Isak plays this week, then Isak as well on that bench. You already have Hoysen, so you won't be getting Kirkes in. You can go Trent to Azrai, Dalot, and Nuri. One of those 3. Anyone else? If you wanted to go Guardiola, you could, but I don't really fancy City that much from a defensive point of view. But they have improved. I will say they have improved definitely. Watkins, there are very Evanilson. There is obviously Marmush. Haaland, if you can you reach to Haaland? No, you can't reach to Haaland. No, you can't, right? It's still not enough. Like 9 plus. Nah, you would need to sell Palmer as well if you wanted to get Haaland in. Muhin, do you want to get Haaland in? We'll have 4 defenders. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 defenders. Yeah. Evan Nielsen, I'm planning. Fair enough. Keeping Henderson, just I read that. Okay, so Evan Nielsen, that means Watkins to Evan Nielsen. So you have your 2 strikers there. Your midfield 4 would be Clivert, Mbeumo, Palmer, 1 Neri. Gabriel, Gabriel, Hoysen, Agbadu. You already have a Wolves defender, so Nuri might not be on the cards. You could actually do a goalkeeper transfer if you wanted to for Fabianski out. You could go Cells if you wanted, Fabianski to Cells, or you can go, now that I noticed you have no Forest defense, you can either do Fabianski to Cells or even Trent. Yes. Trent to a Forest defender, for example. And then you could do Fabianski to Onana even if you wanted, just for 1 week in goal. Don't think there are any other like for goalkeepers else. Onana, anyone else favorite to keep a clean sheet maybe? Not really, right? Jose maybe, but it's a away game. Yeah, maybe Cells and Onana maybe. So up to you how you want to switch that. You need a goalkeeper, yeah, exactly. Yes, to get Haaland and Silva. Yeah, that's the thing. So Watkins, Evan Nilsson, Trent, and Fabianski, and go to, given that you already have Wolves and Bournemouth's defenders. I don't know if you want to double up on one of their defenses. The other defenders that you don't have, obviously Forest defense, which I would get either Cells or a defender. And then United defense is the other one that potentially might keep a clean sheet. Either Wolves goalkeeper or bring Ariola or Fabianski. The data would tell you to go and get Ariola for Fabianski. Because Wolves are at this moment, sorry, West Ham are at this moment a better defense. The only thing is Wolves have Southampton, which is not too bad. And then game week 30, they have West Ham. I mean, the West Ham goalkeeper might potentially be the play for over 2 game week sample. So shall I replace my defense and midfield, says Tiger. You need to replace Murphy and potentially one of Trent or Lewis Hall. Yes. For this week. The question is, if you go in Murphy to Bruno Fernandes, how much money do you have left in the bank? Can you do Hall to you can do Hall to either Wolves defender, Mazraoui from United. You could go City defense if you wanted to, but you already have Joe Pedro, so I don't know if you'd want to back against one of that. Yeah, you can go Hall to Ant Nouri if you wanted to. Depends on your budget. How much budget you have. When does Foden become an option watch? Next season? Realistically, he hasn't done anything this season to become an option watch. Maybe next season. Because like this season, from City, realistically speaking, if City were to get a double game week, we're most likely getting Guardiola and Haaland in. And can you really trust any of the other, like it's either Marmoush or Foden, and one of them will play and the other will get benched? So then you just go, maybe you just go double city defense in Kusanov and Guardiola. I have a good amount of money in my account. Yeah, so then Tiger, then I probably look at like, you could go Jacob Murphy to Bruno Fernandes and Luis Hall to either Ant Nouri, Mazraoui, or even if you wanted Guardiola. But yeah, I think Mazraoui or Ant Nouri might be the play. Yeah. That's his. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Next season, maybe Foden. One clean sheet in the last 15 game weeks. Guess the team ran. Even Brentford have 4 clean sheets in 16 games. For fairness, Fulham have only 2 in 17. One clean sheet in the last 15 game weeks. Okay, I'm not going to look at the data. I just want to knock out teams. So, not Liverpool. No, not one clean sheet in the last 15, you said. Have I gotten Gabriel clean sheet points? 15 game weeks. Is this one of the relegation teams? Is that or it's Man United? Is it Man United? It might be Man United. I don't think we keep clean sheets. It might be Man United. I know Wolves kept a clean sheet recently, didn't they? West Ham did. Ipswich, did they do one? Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton. Southampton definitely not. Leicester probably not as. Ipswich, have they kept a clean sheet recently? Don't know. I'm just gonna say it's Man United. Is that? Yeah. Or Newcastle. I think it's Man United. I think it could be Man United. Brighton have done well. Aston Villa. They kept a clean sheet last game. I think it's Man United. Honestly, I think it's United. Let me check. Could be United. I don't remember us keeping a clean sheet this season. You know why? Because Onana is a shit goalkeeper. Because he doesn't catch the ball. He keeps carrying it right in front after he makes a save. I don't know why he can't catch the ball. It's so bad. I think it's Man United. Let me see. Against Fulham, one clean sheet. And the last one was against Everton in game week 13. Yeah, it is Man United. See? I blame Onana for that. True. Yes, I agree with your point. Maybe Onana is not the goalkeeper to go for. I think Mazraoui might be a better option because of this potential attacking threat. The other thing is because Leicester are struggling to score. Like Leicester have scored. The last time Leicester scored was against Spurs. In 5 games, they haven't scored yet. And before that, the last time they scored was Aston Villa. So maybe, honestly, they might actually score against Man United. They might actually score against United, honestly speaking. Maybe Mazraoui is also not a smart play. Maybe I should just go with Kirkes. Just sell Trent, go with Kirkes, get Munoz in for next week for Lewis Hall, and then just be done with it. The clean sheet was against Fulham. Yeah. There could be others, but I was talking. Yeah. For a second, I thought you were talking about Fulham until I saw the back end of that message. I don't remember getting clean sheets from Robinson as well, to be fair. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, and maybe Mazraoui is not the play. They did play well. The fullbacks will get some attacking returns. The question is, will they keep a clean sheet? To be fair, Robinson does have the second most Premier assist. True, but it felt like all of that was at the start of the season, and now he's just like Oh, and an 8-pointer. But this was a clean sheet. He got an assist. He got 2 assists against West Ham. I wonder if I started him that week. I don't remember. I think I benched him in that week. Don't do well against low block teams. I don't know why though. I know why United don't do well against low block teams. We don't do well against low block teams because we have no striker who can finish. And because of that, there is no movement. The attack is shit. When the attack is shit, there is no movement in the final third. Why do you think Man United have done really well against the really good teams? Like we've done well against Liverpool, we've done well against Arsenal twice now, we've done well against City, we've beaten City, beaten Liverpool, done well against Arsenal. Like do well against the big teams because they give you space. They give you space. They allow for the transition football. There's counter-attacking football. Man United are a counter-attacking team at this moment. They can counter, but if you're going to sit back in a low block and you'll be like, Highland, who hasn't scored a goal in God knows when, yeah, try and score a goal. It's not happening. Whereas on the counter, at least it's a bit more like, okay, Garnacho can get on the end of stuff and all of that. For Fulham, I don't know for Fulham. Fulham shouldn't have the same issue because Fulham have some much better players. I don't know. But I don't watch Fulham enough, so I hard to say. Just a side note for everyone making walkout soon. There are now 3.8 million defenders. If you're desperate, you need to save cash for the first time. Yes, unless you're bench boosting in game week 33, and then you need a bench. I will pick Hudson-Odoi over Gibbside. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted on the free hit. Okay, now I remember what I was going to put on the free hit that I was missing in midfielders. So this is the free hit draft I made. I'll make a video for this later. The midfielders that I was missing was Hudson-Odoi and Elanga. I wanted to mention both of them as different replacement options for even like Embuemo or even Bowen if you didn't want to, or if you wanted to have like a midfield 5 instead of like, I don't know. I think a lot of people will have a front three instead of a midfield 5. But if you didn't want to go for the Bowen or Embuemo and you wanted like a Hudson-Odoi, actually I would probably do that instead. To be honest, I would probably not. I have Bowen. I probably have Hudson-Odoi or Bowen. Yeah, I'd probably do something like this, or even Elanga. Embuemo against Bournemouth. Maybe I'd rather have Bowen against Everton. But yeah, you guys get like you can have different like those two midfielders can be different. That's kind of what I wanted to mention. Thank you for reminding me. Haaland is like Palmer. Yes, both of them can score, but at this moment they're not doing anything. Haaland or Marmoush? Haaland, because he has pens. And we saw so many pens this week, guys. The penalty takers do make a difference, unless at this moment you're Palmer and you're lacking in confidence. But otherwise, I would go Haaland. Ezra, how are you doing? And Maguro, welcome to the Football Chatbox. Hope you are doing well. Mind checking my team if I do need to free hit or not. I have all my chips left except for assistant manager 37 in the middle league. I think last time we had a discussion, it was roller transfer or something, and then we see how your team ends up this week. Because you were in a bit of a pickle. You are most definitely in a bit of a pickle. So Isak, Salah, and Trent on the bench. Oh, by the way, Ezra, I'm sorry about the goalkeeper. You've ended up on the wrong side of the goalkeeper pick again. But at least this week, maybe you start Cells, you know. So you'll have Gabriel, Cells, Ant-Nouri, and Anderson playing in defense. So you'll be benching Trent, Salah and Isak. You'll have Greaves as well. Greaves can go potentially. How many transfers do you have, Ezra? How many free transfers? Mbeumo, Palmer, Mitoma, Kluivert, Chris Wood. This guy has got to go. If you were to sell, you can actually sell Trent, free up some funds, replace this forward with Bournemouth's actual forward in Evan Nilsson. That's an option. Sell Trent for Kirkes. Or we were talking about Mazraoui, but Kom did mention that they've kept one clean sheet. Man United have kept one clean sheet in the last 15 games. So maybe Kirkes might not be a bad play over here. There's also City defense if you wanted, but that's up to you if you want to go City defense. Anyone else that I'm missing out on? You already have Cells in goalkeeper for Forest defense. And then, yeah, depends on your I want 3. You have 3 free transfers. So, yeah. So, this guy can become Evan Nilsson. That's one. Trent can be sold to go for some of the defenders that we just mentioned. Either Mazraoui, Dalot, Kirkes, Kuzna from City or Guardiola from City. Any other defenders? You could go double Forest defense if you wanted to. You already have Ent-Nouri. That's basically it for defense, to be honest. So one of those defenders, and then you'd bench Greaves as well in that specific situation. And that would kind of be it for 2 free transfers. Which would mean it's up to you whether you wanted to do a luxury transfer of selling Palmer or keeping Palmer. And then Maguru says, is it worth to transfer Guardiola, Haaland, and Sevinho early now? Because after buying them, I'll definitely be left with 0.0. So to avoid any price rises or price falls with players in, I'm selling like Palmer. If you most definitely want them, then yes, it's not too bad because City obviously have no Champions League football, so you don't have to worry about that. The only thing I guess that would put you off is if some other players that you had in your team got an injury in the Champions League, and then you go, "Ooh, maybe I should have sold that guy." But if you definitely want those guys, then not. I mean, you can do early transfer. It does come with some risk, but yeah, that's all I can say with that. But yeah, I don't mind if you want to do early transfers. You can monitor the price, like you can monitor price rises. For example, here at this moment, the players you mentioned, except for Palmer, looks like he's falling, will eventually fall. The others don't seem to be an issue that you mentioned, like the players you're looking to get in. So you can kind of monitor and see if you wanted to, but if you're going to be left with nothing in the bank, then yeah, and you definitely wanted them, then yes, I would probably do it. No worries about the goalkeeper. Finally, a decent week for me, says Edwin. Nice, good stuff, Edwin. How are you doing? How's the week looking like? Wait, sorry, transfer Trent and who out? Transfer Trent and the Bournemouth 4.5 million midfielder. Although don't do it now itself. Wait, don't do now itself because wait till. Do you have anything that would be? Just wait till Europe is finished because you have Gabriel and Palmer and all who are playing in Europe. So maybe wait till that is done before you make a transfer. Ezra. But yeah, it'll be Trent and this guy, the 4.5 Bournemouth. But yeah, just listen in, work in, hit the like, guys. Yes, people, smash that like. And if you guys are new, please do subscribe. For some reason, we've lost a couple subscribers. Yes, I have noticed we have lost a couple subscribers. So we've gone down actually. So we're now at what, 972 it says. So 27 to go for 1000. So if you know people who play FPL, If your friends play FPL and they haven't subscribed, tell them to subscribe. Try and get us to 1,000. As says, that's right. 63 points with Isak to play should be a green arrow. Oh, nice. Well, I'm hoping for Isak hat trick and a Bowen hat trick. Can we be okay with both of those situations? 3-3 draw between West Ham and Newcastle. I'll take that situation. Yeah, actually do my transfers a few hours before the deadline if I can't join the stream. Okay, fair enough. Yep. Okay, I think that's all my rambling that I had. Anyone with any further questions? I still need to decide on the defenders. I'll probably wait till Europe is done. See, obviously, how even United play in Europe. If United go to 120 minutes in Europe, then I think Mazraoui and Dalot and all will definitely be off the table. So then it'll be between Entnuri and Kirkes for me. Unless I wanted to go and back City. I could actually back City in terms of getting not Guardiola. Could I do Guardiola? I mean, I could, but I don't really think them. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet. I could go cheap if I wanted to, and Kusanov. But there's no really upside, so I don't know. Might be Kirkes or Nuri, one of the two for me. And then at this moment, my striker is looking like Evan Nilsson. I've cooled down from Mamush to now Evan Nilsson. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at this moment. I'll create also a free hit video. Now, how did the poll go? 88% on no free hit, but I'll still create a free hit video because there'll be people who want to play the free hit. I would be interested to know. I will create another poll on Wednesday when we're doing the podcast to see how many people are taking hits, what extent of hits they're taking. So there's no need for free hit then? No, not really. If so, when's the best time to play the free hit, triple captain, and bench boost for me in these remaining weeks? At this moment, triple captain in 32, bench boost in 33, and free hit in 34. Triple captain on Isak 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34. That is what it's looking like. Free hit 34 could also become free hit 36 potentially. So yeah, that's kind of how it's looking like. And wildcard will be 31. Would you sell Dango at this point? If you had the luxury of transfers, yes, I would probably sell him. Yes. But I won't be surprised if he did play. Would he play Game Week 30? Oh, sorry, Game Week 30. Would Ramadan be done by then? It's until the end of March. When is Game Week 30 again? Yeah, he should be available for. Yeah, I won't be surprised if Dango plays Game Week 30, by the way, and Evan Nilsson gets a bench for resting, which I hope he doesn't because it's like an international break and whatnot. So, but yeah, I'd probably get rid of Dango and get someone who plays 90 minutes. I only have Isak left with 45 points, so by fancy a West Ham win as Newcastle might have an eye on the Carabao Cup final. Yes, that is true. Freddy, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Ryan. No worries, Ezra. Freddy, obviously having a great week as well. We're all hoping for Isak hat-tricks. Enzo or Wanieri? Do you have to pick someone under 5 million in terms of midfield? Or what's the budget? I don't like either of them, personally speaking. Might have to be Enzo out of the two. If you can go to Hudson Odoi, I prefer Hudson Odoi. Yeah, so I prefer Hudson Odoi over Enzo or Wanieri. Elanga is also not too bad, but he's 1.1 more expensive than Hudson Odoi. Minte also is not too bad, but City this week is not the easiest. Are you doing team reviews today? Yes, I was doing team reviews. If so, rank 193. Alright, we'll have a look. We'll look at your team as well before we end. 193. Also, people, like I said before, if you know anyone who plays FPL, and get them to subscribe to the channel and help us get to 1000. 63 points. Henderson, Gabriel, Mikalenko, Trent, Palmer, Embuemo, Salah, Rogers, Joe Pedro, Beto, and Isak to play. So you've got your bright. So you'll be benching Isak, Salah, and Trent, and you play Robinson, Hoyson, Mikalenko, Gabriel back 4-4-2 formation. How many transfers did you say you had? Edwin, how many transfers do you have? So Dango can be replaced to another Bournemouth player. You can either go Semenyo or Clivert. When's your next live stream? Next live stream will be Wednesday. Definitely selling. You have Rogers as well. I just noticed this. So Rogers has got to go to one of the Brighton lads. And probably Dango as well. How many free transfers did you have? Three free transfers. Okay. I'm wondering if it's worth the luxury transfer of potentially selling sell Trent, Rogers, and Dango. And by selling Trent, you get money to go like a Dango to a Bruno Fernandes, for example, or even Jared Bowen, but one of the two, and then Rogers to one of the Bournemouth lads. And Trent to one of the defenders we've been talking about. And that would mean you have to only bench Salah and Isak, and you can bench. You could bench one of your defenders, like you could bench either Mikalenko, or you could even bench Robinson, to be honest. Or could even, yeah. Don't know if I'll be benching Beto, but yeah. Do something like that as well. Put Van Dijk on the bench. Do you have a time? Do I have a time? 9:30 p.m. at this moment, Tiger. So same time as this stream, the stream today. The same time it started. It's probably the time. 9:30 p.m. Sydney. Oh, you have Henderson as well. Who do you have in goal? Oh, okay. You can't really do a luxury transfer. 3.9 million goalkeeper. Okay, I see what your situation is like. So if you can do Dango to Hudson Odoi for the same price potentially. Rogers can go to Clivert is more expensive, no? So Semenyo maybe. I'm wildcarding 30 and Trent looks decent from 30. Oh, your wildcarding gave me 30. So Dango can go to like a Hudson Odoi. Rogers can go to a Semenyo. And if you're wildcarding in Gameweek 30, then you can sell Henderson because you can buy Henderson back in. Can't do Hudson as I've got Wood, Williams, and Milenkovic. Huh? Oh, wait. Who is this? Oh, this is Ice Cold Jones. Oh, sorry. I was looking at this team. I was like, what? Where is... oh, you can't do Hudson because you go... Okay, that makes sense. So then you're looking at either Enzo or Wanyeri. In that specific situation... What's Chelsea's fixtures? Arsenal at home, right? Probably might go Wanyeri. Jones, Ice Cold Jones, Wanyeri probably for that specific situation. Unless you wanted to go... Is there anyone else you can go? Nah. Minte maybe. I mean, Christie is also not a bad punt, but probably not. Yeah, it might be one Neri. Yeah, probably. Yep. Most likely looking likely to be one Neri. Christie's a massive left field punt. Him and Minte. But yeah. Well said. Is the Matty, my friend, hit like button. Yes, indeed. Henderson to Rare or Cells. I'll probably go Cells. Rogers to Semenyo or Clivert. You can go Rogers to Clivert. I would go Rogers to Clivert and Henderson to Cells. And then that would also give you the cash to do. Is this your team? No, wrong team. Where's the team? That would also give you the cash to do Dango. Can you do Dango to Hudson Odoi? Edwin? Enzo, if you can't do Hudson because I have this problem. Yeah, that's the thing. So you went Enzo. Sandy went Enzo. I mentioned Waneri because of the home fixture. Both are like a small difference. Pick who you favor more. Enter the sales, Rogers to Clivite, leaving me Sun to spend on Dango replacement. Oh yes, 7 million. Maybe Gibbs White. Gibbs White is on. Gibbs White. I don't mind Gibbs White. I also like one of the wide players in Hudson Odoi or Elanga as well. Gibbs White, I guess. Gibbs White is who's on pens for Forest? Is it still Gibbs White on pens or is it Chris Wood is on pens? Right? Surely. Or is it Gibbs White on pens? Gibbs White I don't mind as well. Or Hudson Odoi as well if you wanted to. Depends on what you want to do. Or you are wildcard in Gaming 30, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, you could go Gibbs White as well. 1 week punt, 7 million. Anyone else? Yeah, fair enough. It's probably that. One of the Forest lads, definitely. Alright. Having said all of that. Chris Wood? Okay, yeah, then it better be. I think we will end it here. Unless anyone has any further questions. I will look to make a free hit video and transfers video. Now I'm wondering whether to do the free hit video today. Maybe I might potentially or tomorrow. And then the transfers video usually comes out tomorrow, so I'll do that tomorrow. It's just that I need to decide when to do the free hit video. And then obviously podcast is on Wednesday. I could do the free hit video on Thursday, but it's like not enough time for that video as well. Maybe I could put it on Thursday. Thursday, just to react to any like injuries and whatnot potentially. We'll see. Maybe I'll actually record maybe 2 free hit videos, like an updated one and this one. So we'll see how it goes. Depends on my schedule. I might do one today, free hit after this. Okay, so we'll end it there. I'll go record a video and look to upload it sometime later in the day. Might be coming out at like lunchtime. It's already lunchtime, right? Might be coming out in the evening for those in the UK, or a couple hours after this. And for anyone who lives in Australia or this side of the world, you'll see it in the morning when you wake up. So we'll end it here. Thank you all for watching. For all of you who subscribed and hit the like button as well, thank you very much. Make sure obviously to tell a friend to subscribe to the channel as well and help us to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you all for the live stream podcast same time as we started today on Wednesday. And after this video is done, do leave a comment. Can be any type of comment. do leave a comment in the video to help the YouTube algorithms as well. And thank you for keeping me company as well. Until then, have a good week, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Peace out, everyone.